No. Good morning, everybody. It is happy Friday, and we are outside on this beautiful hazy morning. Sorry, I have a kitty, Leon. Leon, come on. It's my favorite outdoor kitty. So today we are outside. You can see in the background. See that? Not that sign. I don't want you to see the sign. Outside in this beautiful hazy morning. Whew. And it's a little warm, but not like it has been. So today we are going to go through my garden and just see my sanctuary. It is definitely something that I love a lot, but this year's been super crazy, so it's not nearly what it's supposed to be. None of my pots are filled with anything. It's kind of funny. They're weeds, growing weeds. That's what's going on. So with that being said, what is your sanctuary? Sorry about the truck. It's trash day too. Be sure when you come on, go ahead and like. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe, because it's going to grow this channel and the lives will become on YouTube instead of Facebook. So as we are going, I'm going to try to stay focused, because those squirrels, they take off, especially out here. But I have brought out my tea. So grab a cup of tea and join along as you get to see all of my garden. You can see, oh, these are in the background, sorry. It's a little warm for tea, but all is well. I gotta get them out of my pocket, my handy dandy clippers. So we are going to look at my garden, and then I'm gonna show you a couple things and you might already know this about tomatoes, but I learned a few years ago how to make my tomatoes were going bad. I think it's called blight. And I learned how to fix that. So I'm going to flip this as we go along, so you can actually see the garden and not just me. We're going to walk around and, oh, you can kind of see. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. So here are my petunias. This is actually my old cast iron tub that used to be in the house. So here's those. Those are doing not too bad. I planted some petunias here. This is Leon. Leon. He's my handy dandy baby boy. He's very beautiful. I love him. All right, so back here in the corner, don't look at my signs. I have, these are my blackberries, but of course they're red right now, but they are going to be beautiful. So these eventually will be black. Not today, obviously. And my lonely little whatever that is. So here is this. Like I said, I have not had a good year this year. We have been so busy and consumed with everything, but these are some of my pretty flowers. Does anybody know what these are? I feel like I should pick them, like pull them out. I don't know what they are though, so we're trying to wait. I have a bunch of them. Can you see them? Leon loves attention. Okay, this is my garlic section. I'm letting them dry right now. They were all volunteers. Okay, here comes the fun stuff. So see, these are cucumbers. And you can see my fence is 6 foot tall. So these babies are going wild. I picked 17 yesterday, and I have to pick some more. So here is what these, I think, are called English cucumbers. I don't really know. My mom gives them to me. Oh, and here, I want to show you something. If you ever get heirloom tomatoes or anything that's heirloom that are, Leon, stop, that are designed to come back, this is a volunteer. I had over 1,000 volunteers this year. Obviously, some have made it to the trash bin. These, my jalapenos. This is another, here, let me step back, batch of cucumbers. These are the regular cucumbers. Like this one, I like to pick them when they're roughly this size, maybe a little bigger. Who knows? I pick them when I can find them. And then these, I don't really know what these are. These came from my mom. She says they're like a salsa pepper. Hi, Leon. Here's another cucumber. I don't eat this many cucumbers, okay? Just so you know. Only reason I have them is because my mom bought me some and I had already bought some. I don't remember what this is. It'll tell me here soon. This, oh, hello. This is Slappy. And then these, if you ever get, okay, I have the tag for this one. These are called sparklers. They're those sweet peppers that you buy in a bag from the grocery store. And these have started, you can, oh, here it is. So it starts off green, and when they're ready, they're yellow. So they're nice. This is my zucchini farm. Let's see if I can see how big they are. They're gigantuous. Little tidbit, FYI, did you know that when your cucumbers die off, here, let me see if I can find one. When your cucumbers, oh, here's one. Okay, so you think that they're all nice and beautiful, and then all of a sudden the end of them starts to die, like this one. Well, one, if you remove it, it'll help keep those dumb little bugs down, because they're attracted to the yuckiness, the dying spoilage. Anyway, so, oh, I should have showed you. This, so when they start off, they're nice and green, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to have all these zucchini, but then they die. I have found that it's because the bees didn't pollinate it, okay? So they didn't take one of these flowers and pollinate it with the actual fruit. So then it's actually aborting your zucchini. So in other words, if it's not pollinated, it dies. Really little fun fact. Okay, remember when I told you I had over 1,000 tomatoes that were volunteers? Okay, they just keep coming back. Okay, so all of these back here, I cut them down and then they keep coming back. So right now we're just letting the jungle live. So these are all volunteers. I didn't buy any of them, but they're all tomatoes. There is another volunteer. I don't know what it is. It's, I can see the flowers. Some kind of zucchini. I mean, like squash. Probably a green. Yeah, maybe a butternut squash. These are my cherry tomatoes. My jungle. Welcome to the jungle. And then my other tomato plants of this side. Ooh, I'm falling all over stuff. Then these are my bell peppers. They're like huge already, so they're doing pretty good. These right here, remember I told you heirloom things. These, all of these extras, they are volunteer habaneros. Fun, fun. And then of course there's Slappy. So I have all these volunteers of habaneros. Does anybody like habaneros? I'm gonna have a crap ton. Okay, don't want to see that. All right. Years ago, I had a Great Dane. This is her grave. We made a beautiful thing. We get her pretty flowers, petunias, I think is what they're called. Hey, Chris. Then this is my peach tree. See this? We're trying to cure it. It's a little sick, but they say you can cure it. So then I have my little swans. You can see the swans. They need repainted already. See the swans? I have this one. There's a black one in the middle and then another white one. I'll kind of see if I can get back a little bit. My flowers took over. You can't even see them. Some more petunias. My dill that I should probably get rid of. This is my hibiscus. A nice little bench. This big gigantuous thing is my clematis. It was beautiful. It was all purple. You couldn't see any green. How are you today, Chris? This, I'm trying not to let you see all my we do have some bad spots in the house. This is an Asian pear. Okay, this is new. It was just planted this year. It came with fruit, but I don't know if it'll get very big. It's all good. No worries. All right, let's go back this way. This is another habanero. I'm going to have to make some habanero hot sauce. Another habanero. Then I have elephant ears. These gigantuous things. This is small actually, but you can see how big the leaf is. Then this, have you guys heard of, okay, see this funny looking thing? I call it the Americanized palm tree. It's actually, it made the news years ago, not years ago, like a couple years ago. Can you see that? You should look up the corpse flower. Okay, the corpse flower. It stinks really bad like a corpse, but they're sloppy. Anyway, every 3 or 4 years, those trees, they start off being the corpse flower first, and then they become this little tree. So, you know, just wanted to tell you. So I have more peppers, chives, and all the good things. Now, oops, I have a second Asian pear. That's what that is. All right. Now, yesterday I pulled all my sweet peas out because they're not producing anymore. They're dying. But these, guess what? More habaneros. Another, can you see this? Volunteer tomato. And then all of my tomatoes are here. You can kind of see. So they're huge because, like I said, I have a 6-foot fence. Good morning, Olivia. You love elephant ears. I do too. They're beautiful. So these are all my tomato plants. And I brought my handy dandy clippers because I'm going to show you, like, when you get blight in your tomatoes, when they rot before they're done. Okay. This is how you can help the process. I don't know if I can do this by holding this too. Okay. Can you see these? Okay. Let me see if I can put this down and work at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to try to set my camera down. Let's hope it doesn't fall over. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Okay, so here, these leaves, I'm just going to come in with my clippers, kind of find where it goes, and clip it off, okay? So I don't know if, like up here, you have to have 0 leaves because you need the airflow. But you take these off, and you just, well, Andy hates it, but I throw them on the ground and then he has to come by and pick them up. No, I try to take care of it. So you take all this off and then you get airflow. Dun, da, da, da. And also, like, in through here when there's a whole bunch, I try to not hide the fruit, okay? So come in here, find a branch that doesn't have anything on it, and cut it off. Okay, so you're given a really, really, really good haircut. So, thank you, Chris. So what you do is you just find these, see how there's no flowers, no nothing, and you just chop it off and you take away these little suckers, okay? Because you don't want it to focus on only making leaves, okay? But don't cut any that have flowers because that's where your fruit is. And this is about good enough, okay? You don't want to take it all away. You just want it to be able to airflow. So, like in through here, take off a handful. Just kind of clip them off. See where these leaves are going bad. Find where it goes. Chop it off. Just give it a little haircut. I do this every year. I promise it's not a big deal. but it's going to help your tomatoes to even grow. It's funny, my mom is already getting tomatoes. Like, she has several really nice ones. Like, I took some home. So I'm a little jealous because mine haven't even turned red yet. Half of mine aren't even very big. Okay, see how I'm just kind of opening it up so that the air can get through. Okay, that's going to take away your blight. Okay, and then try to keep it all in a pile so your hubby doesn't get upset. But that's what I like to do. I haven't done a whole lot of it. Ooh, this is a nice one. See that one? See how big it is? It's like in my hand. Yay. I was a little worried. Okay. Generally, I start by taking off all the ones that are starting to die anyway. But just do that. Any of these down here, cut them off. Yeah. Nothing massive, just down here. Really want the blood to flow. And then, of course, we have some here. So just take your time. Even if all you do is cut these dying ones off, and I can tell you from experience, I have cut off the wrong branch before, and the tomato hit the ground. Okay, so I'm going to stop that because, well, I think you get the point. Trying to see. All right, so all of my tomatoes, see all these beautiful flowers? And you have to have. My cilantro is already going to seed, which I'm going to let it because I'm going to have a big batch of cilantro. I'm already trying to figure out, I'm going to plan, I have a notebook that's just for my garden because I'm learning about gardening and the things that I can grow that'll help with, this is the only one. See how this one still has dirt? This one is only weeds. This one is more elephant ears. I think this is an herb, but I don't know. They don't really smell like an herb. I don't know. We'll see. Then, my most favorite addition. Look at my chickens. My rooster. My 4 baby chickens. My mama rooster. My other 2 baby chickens. Because we have 4 kids. And this is a ladybug. Reminds me of my brother. These are my new additions up there. And here, you are my sunshine. All right, I'm going to turn this around. We're going to go back to my chair and have a little bit of tea, talk a little wisdom. Well, be very little wisdom. I'm going to tell you the story of the ladybug. Okay, growing up, my brother, I don't know where it started. I don't know when. I don't know why. It's one of those childhood things, you know. I'm going to grab my tea. My tea. Okay. You know, with all this haze, it's really hard to breathe. So anyway, my brother and I, you know how kids always have nicknames? He was always Bug to me. It lasted forever and a day, and I still, when I see a ladybug, I think of him, or a worm. But since he died a few years ago, I don't think of him as a worm anymore. I think of him as a ladybug. So every time I see a ladybug, that's what I think of, that my brother is looking down on me and he is just giving me a big old hug. And I think that that's, well, one of the many things, but he was always wonderful with his hugs. It was, you know, a big old teddy bear. Loved him, still love him, miss him. But anyway, that's why I collect ladybugs. I don't really, okay, collect is the wrong thing. I have a few ladybugs just because I like to look at them and they make me smile. It doesn't make me cry anymore. It just makes me smile. But we are going to move on. So I just want you to know that well, first, thank you for visiting my garden. I hope you have appreciated it. Maybe appreciate is not the right word. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. That's the word. As much as I enjoy it. And just know that when we venture out here, there's going to be lots and I don't want to say lots of changes, but many changes, because my goal is to learn about teas, because I love tea. So like things like the blackberry leaves, I showed you my blackberries, and I they are very medicinal. So they're kind of, I want to dry them so I can make teas for them. I want to start making my own teas. Kind of be my own, have my own apothecary. I can't wait. And I'm going to share that with you on Fridays sometimes, not always, but I think sometimes we just need to get back to basics. Just like, sorry, I got to set this down. Just like getting back to our roots. I feel that that's very important to me. Learning how to slow down. I'm far from knowing how to slow down, but that is my goal. That is my focus for the next year, is to learn to slow down, enjoy life. Cause like I said, my brother's no longer here. He died when he was 45, and, which was 5 years ago. And, just realizing that, life is a gift and we need to slow down. We are human beings, not human doers. So finding that in itself and starting to live that way is how I want to do it. And I would encourage you, and I look forward to each of you coming along with this journey with me. And maybe it'll rub off on you and you'll want to slow down and smell the roses. Which, little FYI, I can't smell the roses because, well, I'm allergic to almost every single flower. The flowers I showed you, I can be around. I didn't show you my hibiscus. They're out front. That'll be for another day. What was I saying? Squirrel. Did I tell you that I named my squirrel Pickles? Pickles got a hold of a thought. It's all good. Doesn't matter. Just, I'd say take a deep breath, but they say that the smoke that's in the air, if you're out in it all day long, it's like smoking 6 cigars. I don't know the difference between 6 cigars and 6 cigarettes. I don't know the difference. Do you guys know the difference? I don't know. But it doesn't matter. But anyway, on a normal basis, take a deep breath. Find what you have and enjoy life. It is hard. Some days is really easy. Hey, Slappy. But I don't know where I was going. Anyway, welcome to Susie's Brain, where we are a pinball of thoughts. Yeah, we bop from one to the next. Anywho, sorry, I'm trying to, 24 minutes. I think that's probably good. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope you have enjoyed my garden. I can't wait to show it to you later because I have some wonderful, wonderful things that are going on. And this winter I plan on designing a couple new beds, not new beds, just how I plant the current beds, and also landscaping in the center, because I do have this beautiful arbor that I didn't show you because it looks kind of icky. And I only want to show you the pretty parts of my garden. And when it's pretty, I will show you, because I'm going to dig it out, make like a patio. It's a whole lot of work, but I'm determined. I can do it. Ooh. All right. Well, I hope you have an amazing, amazing Friday. Thank you for coming along on my garden journey and seeing a little glimpse of my world. And I hope that your weekend is totally blessed beyond measure. And, oh, remember to like and share. All right. Well, with that being said, I hope that you continue to make your day beautiful. All right. God bless.